fresh from the showroom here at SwissWatchExpo. Creed, you got some green dive watches out here for us.
They're not just green dive watches, they're Rolex dive watches, and they're the Submariner and the Tudor Black Bay.
Wow. So this is a really interesting watch, and this isn't usually someone's first luxury watch. They normally would start off with something like a black dial, black bezel Submariner. This is a watch that we sell a lot more to people who have a few watches in their collection. They want a little splash of color. They're looking for something a little bit different from everything else that they see out there. What do you see as a primary motivation other than that for heading towards one of these watches?
Well, interestingly enough, I'm wearing one of the 50th anniversary Submariners. It was my first Rolex. I did not want the Rolex that everybody else had.
Okay.
I sort of tilt against the windmills like that. Mm-hmm. I said, if I'm going to buy my first Rolex, it's going to be something completely different. So in 2004, I bought a 50th anniversary, and it was the very first iteration of that watch, which means it had the unique bezel with the flat 4 and all the things that people really look for out of these watches. I no longer have it. I sold it and moved on. Well, I tend to move on like so many of us in the watch world, right? We get things and we decide that we don't want them anymore.
But that is a watch that has definitely held its value quite well. The ones with the flat 4 now are trending very nicely as far as compared to what you would have paid for it originally.
Absolutely, in the teens. And in fact, we have one here. It's the olive colored dial. It's the flat 4. It's the very first generation of this particular watch with this bezel, and it wound up getting a little bit olive green over time. Now, I only had mine about 8 years, so I'm not just exactly sure how long it takes to get to this color. Mine did not get to that color, at least not that I remember. I wore mine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I never took mine off. So I don't recollect mine changing, but they change just a little bit over time, and you don't remember what color it originally was.
And just to be clear, what we're talking about on the flat 4 is the 40 here in the bezel. It is, on the flat 4 ones, the shape of the 4 itself is a little bit more flattened out versus having a pointy top to the 4.
Right.
And it's a very slight difference in the font that they used, but because they only used it for a short period of time right at the beginning, it has become something that the collectors really seek.
Yeah, absolutely. And this one, just as a point of fact, with all of its original documentation and everything, 22,000. So if you have one of these from your original collection, you should be quite happy by now. And so moving on from that, from the Submariner, later on in 2009, they came out with the ceramic bezel. Now, one of the interesting things, and the reason that I pulled this is called the Hulk. This was originally called the Kermit. I'm not exactly sure if it's an olive color. I'm not sure what you call that. A Clemata, I have no idea. So this watch was interesting because people don't realize this. The original green ceramic bezel had changed just like the bezels on these watches over the years. They were a little bit lighter green, they were a little bit more dull green, they were a little bit more rich green. Just depends on what year model you have. The other thing is on this original introduction model, when you look at this watch dead on, the dial's green, the bezel's green. When you turn it just a little bit, the dial turns black. People don't recognize that. A lot of folks look at this watch when someone's wearing it and they see it from the side and they say, hey, the dial's black. No, it's actually green, but it flips. Now later on, in the late teens, and kind of the ones that they have now, the dials are actually green. They don't change.
Okay.
It's that sunray effect green now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and a lot of people don't know that. You have to really pay close attention to them. So then,
one of the things I love about Rolex dials in general, though, even if you go back and look at Datejusts or whatever, the way they have the dials colored, when you turn it in the light, and you see, like on the blue dials, the light and dark blue is just beautiful. It's one of the great hallmarks of Rolex to me.
The blurple dial, the blue-purple sunray effect dial, which everybody's clamoring over now, the indigo look to it. It's got an indigo look, but it's purple, but it's blue. It's dark, it's deep, and then the other one is bright blue, and it's sky blue. It's it's a lot of crazy dial colors, absolutely. So in 2017, Harrods decided that they wanted to get together with Tudor on the Black Bay. The Black Bay was introduced back into the market in 2012. Into the U.S. market in 2013 is when it very first arrived. It came in a blue dial. It came in a maroon crimson sort of colored dial. Bezel. And there was a heritage model, and then there was the standard model. The heritage model had the gold gilded indices on it. Of course, that came about in 2016 with the introduction of the new internal movement, the NT560XX model. So there's a couple different design models of the internal movement of this watch, which is a 70-hour power reserve. It's developed and designed exclusively by Tudor. It's an absolutely phenomenal movement, so much so that Breitling's using it in their Super Ocean Heritage now.
And the thing I notice about this, just from an aesthetic point of view, it's a much thicker case than a Submariner.
It certainly is.
It's a different shaped case.
Yes.
The bezel does not have the notches around the edges like a Submariner bezel. It's more of a
knurled
bezel, if you will. It doesn't have the Cyclops, doesn't have a date function at all.
No.
So it's really a different watch. It's not Tudor's version of a Submariner. It's a different watch. The Black Bay is its own.
So you also notice, I'm going to hand you this one because I want you to be able to hold that.
Okay.
Now, that happens to be the ceramic model. This one happens to be the original 50th anniversary model.
Right.
So when you look at these cases, all of the cases are extremely different. And everybody always asks what's the difference between the 2009 ceramic case and the previous generation case. It's the tapered lugs versus the block lugs. I don't have any other way of describing it than that. It's the crown protector. It's more blocky than the original. These are more tapered crown protector lugs. There's just a lot of little design feature differences. But the Black Bay keeps those tapered lugs into the bracelet. The Black Bay does not have crown protectors on the case. It's an open crown. So if you look at the side, and it actually has the Tudor, the original Tudor logo on the actual crown itself, which is neat.
And it's a nice, big, easy to use crown.
It is. And it's easy to wind that watch. Now, one of the things about this watch with the Harrods, it has the feet before meters, which is very British of Tudor to do for the Harrods. And if anybody knows who Harrods is a luxury department store in London, and you cannot go in there in just your regular street clothes. You have to be dressed nicely, and there's a whole lot of pomp and circumstance to that whole.
Do they operate by appointment only?
Actually, I do believe that some of the departments do, especially some of the haberdasheries departments.
Properly dressed as an English gentleman.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes. And so it's a very high-end market for them. This is a limited edition. Nobody knows how many of these were produced. We believe it's somewhere around 2,000 to 2,500. There were 2-year waiting lists. As I understand it, there are people still getting these watches.
Wow.
They're trickling. I don't know the full specific details, and nobody actually really does. Each one is numbered on the back. They have the H, the Harrods H, the signature Harrods H on the case back, which is interesting. These watches are a little bit thicker than the originals because they do have the new Tudor movement in them. They're just a tiny bit thicker. It's almost imperceptible unless you have them side by side.
Okay.
They have the gold gilded indices and the hands. They also have the gold heritage lettering and numbering on the dial, except for the feet and meters indice, which is actually green to match the bezel as well. So there's a lot to know about this watch.
Yes, but the gilt dial, it really looks great with the black. The matte black dial with the gilt indices and the gold writing with the green. It's just such a great look, and it's really unusual. There's really not anything else you could compare this to out there that I can think of.
I wouldn't replace my 50th anniversary, but I would buy the Tudor in its place. Just because I absolutely love this watch. I'm dying to have one, honestly. I love the fact that the bracelet also has the riveted cap as a throwback to the original design bracelets, which were on the Tudors in the early days.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they're really self-aware of their history and as their position in the watch world. And they've really come out with really a great tribute to the memories of what they were, but moving forward with all the new technology, the new movement, and all the other things that have gone into that.
Yeah, and it's an easy to wear watch. It's super, super durable. One of the best quality control, QC control departments in the watch business. And we'll get on in the next video to the Tudor Pepsi Light is what people refer to it as, and we'll talk about that as well, because these are important historical pieces that go hand in hand. They're like big brother and little brother. They're absolutely some of the most fun watches, I think, on the market, and with that green bezel now, all of a sudden everybody wants to copy it.
Well, log on and order it up before Creed buys it out from under you. Don't let it get away.
It's very possible. The price is amazing. And the fact that you can get it right now, of course, click on the little bell to make sure that you watch all of the notifications that SwissWatchExpo puts out when we put out new YouTube videos. And make sure you go to SwissWatchExpo.com to find all of these watches which are currently available right now.